But we know that that's not what they're going to do. They've shown us their true colours time and time again, and we've seen their strategy. It's to divide and rule. I just want to start off by talking about how depressing, how much despair I have in Westminster, and then I come to spaces like this, packed out in Newcastle, hear people like Jess on the front lines, saving people, earning wages that they shouldn't be earning. They deserve a pay rise. Every worker deserves a pay rise, and every union deserves our solidarity. And it's unions who are fighting back. Yesterday, history was made. In the RCN's 106-year history, they voted for strike action. It just goes to show you how awful things are in this rich country, in the 6th largest economy in the world, where our nurses are taking strike action because they can't pay the bills and they can't feed their families. It's an absolute disgrace, and full solidarity to the RCN when they go on strike. People within my party haven't expressed solidarity with the nurses yet. Maybe they're waiting for some poll to come out. Maybe they're waiting for a focus group to say that they should show solidarity. But for me, for Kate Osborne, for Ian Lavery, and for so many others, the clue is in the name. We are Labour members of Parliament. We are in Parliament to represent the interests of the working class, and that is what I will always do, no matter what the leadership of my party say. Nurses, like all workers, aren't going on strike because it's easy. In fact, it's one of the most difficult decisions. They're going on strike because they haven't seen a real terms pay rise since 2010. Nurses' pay is down nearly £5,000 in real terms. They're going on strike because 1 in 3 of them cannot afford to heat their homes or feed their families. They're going on strike because clapping doesn't fucking pay the bills. Is one of our proudest institutions. It has people from all over the world come to serve us whenever we need them, paid by taxpayers, free at the point of use, and that is something that we have to fight for and can never take for granted. The backbone of that are our nurses, our porters, our doctors, our cleaners, every single person who makes up the NHS, and they have been overworked and undervalued for far too long. They are saying enough is enough, and we are going to support them every step of the way as they fight back against this Tory government hell-bent on destroying our NHS. And it's like others have said, when they go on strike, they are fighting for all of us. If they are overstretched, we are undercared for as patients, so their fight is our fight. And it's not just true of nurses, it's an important lesson for all of us to know when we go on strike. Because if the billionaires and the big landlords disappeared for a day, I wish they disappeared forever, but if they disappeared, we would hardly notice. But when workers go on strike, trains grind to our halt, our shelves and our supermarkets are empty, our hospitals can't run their services. Workers run this country. Workers deserve a pay rise. And it's you. You guys run this country. We need you. We don't need billionaires. We don't need big landlords. And we don't need most of the politicians running this country as well. They should pack off. And that's why this Tory government is attacking the right to strike. They are planning laws that will restrict the RMT's ability to organise railway workers, but they're not going to stop there. This is an attack on workers across the country. So let's make it clear, tonight and always that when they come for the RMT and the right to strike, we will stand side by side with Mick Lynch, with Jess, with all RMT workers. And next week, our Chancellor, there's so many Chancellors, it's another millionaire. Last one was a billionaire, this one's a millionaire. It's hard to keep, account of what's going on in Westminster. But what we can see happening is that next week, when the fiscal statement comes on Thursday, they are planning on announcing another wave of austerity. Jeremy Hunt calls it a difficult decision. I don't think he's ever really known what difficulty really is. He says he has no choice but to slash funding of our services and to squeeze the living standards of our workers. Says there's no magic money tree. Well, I've done some research for him. He's welcome. I found some magic money. £3 billion by ending the non-dom status that Rishi Sunak's wife benefits from. £10 billion from a 1% tax on the wealth of £5 million and more. £6 billion by introducing a 50p tax rate on the highest earners. And £21 billion by equalising the tax on capital and income. That's where the fucking money is. That's where you need to go. Let's not fall for this nonsense when they say there is no money and there's difficult decisions to be made. It is political choice time and time again, and they will not squeeze the money of their donors, the money of the class that they represent. They need to squeeze the rich, not the rest of us. But we know that that's not what they're going to do. They've shown us their true colours time and time again, and we've seen their strategy. It's to divide and rule. It's to scapegoat minorities and migrants and refugees. It's to point to our problems and blame it on those arriving on our shores. It's to say that our overcrowded houses and our overcrowded schools and the lack of hospital appointments are because of migrants, not government cards. Shame on them. Shame on them. And that's what the Rwandan policy is about. That's what the Home Secretary is doing when she points and says that there is an invasion, using the language of the BNP, using the language of the far right to describe people seeking safety. And we know where this rhetoric leads to. We know where this far right language leads to. It leads to people firebombing detention centres and being members of far right groups that think that they should harm those people, and it's absolutely disgusting, and it absolutely has no place in our society, and we should call it out for what it is. So just like when we say enough is enough when it comes to falling living standards, enough is enough when it comes to racism, enough is enough when it comes to xenophobia, to transphobia, to all forms of discrimination. And instead of fueling this hate, instead of believing what the front pages of the papers in this country tell us, we need to join arms and join the call for solidarity and stand against this common enemy. So whether they're driving down our wages, whether they're firebombing our neighbours and denying them safety in our shores, or legislating away our rights, we have to fight back. That is a fight that I'm committed to stand with you, and that's what we have to do together. So